Welcome everyone to the Everything Show, episode 888. It's getting hard to say these numbers. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Connor. What's up, Connor?
It's another terribly tragic day in Hollywood.
Can we get a break, or what's happening here?
I know.
There was people dying today that I wasn't even aware of. Louis was telling me an author died. And this is okay, so let's talk about Debbie Reynolds because...
Yeah. So, about 36 hours ago, Carrie Fisher died.
Yes.
Now, her mother, acting and singing legend Debbie Reynolds, has died.
Yes. But was it actually 24 hours when it happened?
It was about 36 hours. I thought
it was 2
days, but it felt like 2 days. But it's
really
it's
okay,
even closer than that. But yeah, she was taken into hospital on a suspected stroke.
Well, if I could just say, the whole thing is that nobody wants to outlive their kids.
Yeah.
And if you have to bury your kids, that's like the most traumatic thing ever. I mean, she's planning a funeral, and then all of a sudden, boom, right? I mean, that's what happened.
Well, this is what I was going to get at, is that I think the cause of her death, I'm not one to speculate on causes, but it appears to me that through Todd Fisher's comments about how Debbie was, that she died of a broken heart.
Absolutely. I absolutely believe that.
Because she was, I think he said that her definitive last words were, "I want to be with Carrie." I gotta tell you. It was as simple as that. And then she had the stroke and died.
When my grandfather died on my mom's side, my grandmother died very soon after, because they were never apart really. So a broken heart, yeah, you could die of a broken heart. I mean,
oh yeah,
this is very upsetting. I mean, I got to tell you, I didn't even realize that. I mean, everybody knows Singing in the Rain, okay? I mean, at least I think everybody knows Singing in the Rain, her movie. But I didn't even realize that she was the voice of Charlotte in Charlotte's Web, and that was like a huge thing. Like me and my sister used to always watch that. I'm not talking about the old movies. I'm talking about when I was a kid, because I was born in '74. So stuff that she did afterwards. And then I wanted watching the old classics through my aunt, my uncles, my grandparents. And she did Charlotte's Web that I saw. I'm just looking at, I'm trying to gaze through some of the stuff that she did. Now, you guys were talking about Halloween Town.
Yeah, the one that I remember her most for is, I think it was three Disney original TV films she did.
Right.
In the very, very early 2000s, where she played a grandma witch of the family that were at the main forefront of Halloween Town. That's what I remember her for. I didn't realize, I think you said on my Facebook status, that she was also Mrs. Claus.
Well, this was in the, you know what it is? There was another version of Rudolph when my kids were born. And 1998, there was another version of Rudolph, not the old one, but she was the voice of that one.
Yeah, the animated one,
the newer one. Yeah,
that's the one that I have watched. I've seen that one, so I've seen her in that, but I didn't realize until now that she was the voice of Mrs. Claus. The thing is that, and I apologize about that, I don't sound emotional as I was yesterday, because
that's a difference. There's a difference. I mean,
Carrie Fisher to me was
absolutely.
Debbie Reynolds is sort of someone that I know on the periphery of
Correct.
entertainment. She's crossed my viewing before, but
Right.
and I understand how much of a legend she is considered. You know, the Audrey Hepburn's, Marilyn Monroe sort of status. But yeah, I never really saw her as I would of Carrie. So
yeah, and she was in the Rugrats in Paris movie as Lulu Pickles. I mean, my kids watching the Rugrats, like the movies and different things, you know.
yeah,
She was in Alice TV show, which I remember used to watch Alice. I know you probably don't know what that is. That's Alice was like a waitress in a diner, and it was like that old show, Mel's Diner. I used to watch that. Let me just I'm trying to look at the
I see that she
TV
was
shows.
in a few episodes of Kim Possible, which was a Nickelodeon animated show, which
Yes,
I watched.
The kids used to always watch that too.
I watched that as a kid. That was more of my era as well. So yeah, I didn't know she was the voice of that either. So,
I mean, I'm just trying to track. She was in The Love Boat, because I used to always watch that. So she was in a couple of the Love Boats. Golden Girls, I used to always watch that. She was in the episode There Goes the Bride in 1991. She was on Wings. I used to watch that all the time on NBC. Let's see. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yep. Trying to see what else I saw. Will and Grace. I used to watch that. I mean, it's amazing. Like, you don't really realize how many different things somebody does, you know? And you're like, oh, yeah, I like that. I like, you know? And there's, you know, nothing against, you know, she's awesome, you know? But, like, I knew Carrie Fisher. That was, like, the first movie I saw. And that had a dramatic effect on my life before Doctor Who, you know? So, while I did love the stuff that she was in, like Charlotte's Web and different things, and I did see some of the classics like Singing in the Rain, How the West Was Won, a few different things, Rat Race. The stuff that stood out for me was, of course, Star Wars and Carrie Fisher and stuff. So it's terrible.
It's awful.
It's awful.
It's sad that Billy Lord, Carrie Fisher's daughter,
Yes,
has to deal with this, because there's nothing in a family,
a mother and a grandmother,
like a mother and a grandmother. They're sort of
like a double funeral. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they'll probably do a double funeral, I imagine.
They have to.
Them two roles are hard for a grandfather or a father to fill. I feel that a grandmother and a mother are more paternal, so they're easier for the child or the son or daughter of any certain age to approach and to guide them through difficult times. And now for Billy Lord
that's crazy.
To go through, I think she's only like in her mid-20s, isn't she, Billy?
But she was also in Force Awakens with her mother.
Yeah.
And while her mother has a bigger role that's coming in episode 8, so does she.
Yes.
They're giving her a bigger part too. So I mean, that's gotta be, I mean, if she's gonna be a 9, that's gonna be devastating. That's gonna be hard for everybody. You know, that's just rough. I mean, everybody was talking about it today. Because Debbie Reynolds, of course, is from a different time than us. I mean, before I was born, you know? So there's all the people out there like William Shatner, everybody are talking about like Debbie Reynolds and getting, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, and of course to them, Carrie Fisher's her daughter, like a kid, you know? But because they're all in similar age, you know? So, I mean, William Shatner's like in his 80s. She was 84, Debbie Reynolds, right?
Yeah, so, she was, yeah.
So it's just unbelievable that you would never expect it to happen. Like, when I first heard it happen, I think you told me. I don't know if you told me or Louis told me. And then I was like, I think Louis told me, it might have been Louis. And then I was like, this can't be. This has got to be one of those fake news things. because there's no way. And I'm like researching it, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe this. Like again, this is happening again. Like so. And here it is. I'm like, to me, this was like the greatest year I went through. And I opened my mouth, and all this stuff happened. I mean, it's like now bad things are happening towards the end. It's like, let's get it over with before, you know.
I think like, it's because we are of the age now. Like I'm 20, so I'm getting gradually older as well. We're of the age where the people that we grew up with as children and stuff are of the age where they're likely to get cancer, have heart failure, which is ultimately the cause of every death.
That's a circle of life. I mean,
yeah.
We were always, when we were kids, we were always told that we're going to have to one day bury our parents and everything. And you hear about it like, okay, but then when you have to deal with it, it's unbelievable. Yeah. And then you start to see that these people that were, start to die every year. It's like, oh my God, I can't even. George Michael, he's young. I mean, that's like crazy, And then Florence Henderson of the Brady Bunch, I'm like, oh my God, like what the hell is going on here? So, I mean, even Leonard Nimoy, when we lost him, I was like destroyed. I'm like, what the hell?
This year, I think it was first Alan Rickman was the one that really hit me.
And oh my God, come on, from Harry Potter and from Die Hard and Galaxy.
Yeah, and then Carrie. Now they're the two that really
unbelievable, unfriggin' believable. Well, what's his name died too? The your favorite authors, but that was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah, so
yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, it's just unreal, man. I don't know. It never gets easier.
It doesn't, no.
It's crazy.
And the sad thing is that these are the people that we sort of have when times get difficult. Like some people find.
I mean, you would watch their stuff when you're depressed.
Yeah. So.
Or even if you're not depressed. I mean, I would watch Star Wars all the damn time. Star Wars, Empire, Jedi. Even so like. I went out and bought the Princess Leia thing. Remember?
Yeah. So when you look at it that way. Yeah, when you look at it that way, it's a bit more depressing because you're reminded, I
was worried about yesterday. I was gonna like lose it. I mean, I was like choking up a little bit. It was just, it's hard.
Well, I saw some of the comments on that cast we did, and it was mostly, that this is probably the best cast we've done or something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just. We were all like done, it's like we're like, just it hit us like a friggin' somebody punched us in the stomach.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then it's hard to, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, man. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks. Let's just hope nobody else dies this year.
Yeah,
let's get
so
over this, please. Just end it already. I mean, it's just a point. Just let's get it over with. I know we got a couple more days. No more bad news. Let's try not to. Let's pray or something, please.
It would be nice if we could have 5 or 6 months of nothing like this.
Just nobody dying. It would be nice.
But unfortunately, I think I actually believe that 2017 might be worse.
Ugh. Well,
we'll have to see.
I don't even want to think about it. All right. Well, Carrie Fisher had filmed her parts, everything for episode 8. She's also going to be in 2 upcoming episodes of Family Guy. So that's that. And Debbie Reynolds, man, now, and the thing is too, people who did see a few things of hers are now going to go and watch stuff they've never seen before with her in it. And it's sad that somebody dies and then people watch her, like different things, I'm saying. Then you'll have a whole new, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just weird when something like that happens, then people start, But, all right, let's end this kiss because I don't want to do anything else on this one. So, Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher, and Debbie Reynolds. Take care. Bye for now.